Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. All right, 8th graders, listen up. Whether you're stepping onto a literal stage, presenting a massive project in front of your class, or even just trying to pitch a totally wild idea to a friend, mastering how you present yourself, it's an absolute game changer. So get ready to focus in, because today we are mastering the art of dramatic reading, stage presence, and the secret sauce, reflective performance.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with the purpose of performance, then move right into preparing for the stage, setting the pace, and the power of reflection. After that, we'll look at some real stage examples, and finally, wrap up with education and biblical morality. Okay, let's dive right into Section 1, the purpose of performance and what it means to truly share a story.
You see, performing isn't just about memorizing lines like some sort of robot. It's about sharing a story so others can actually feel it in their bones. But pulling that off, well, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. Proverbs 15:22 actually hits the nail on the head here. It says, "Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed." In the theater world, your advisors, your directors, your teachers, your peers, they're absolutely crucial. They give you the real-time feedback you literally need to bring those words to life.
Think about it this way. Performance is, at its core, communication and service to the audience. You aren't up there to show off or flex on everyone. No way. You're offering them truth, courage, and compassion through your story. And you know what? When you view performance as a service, it takes all that heavy pressure off of just looking cool and puts the focus exactly where it belongs, on making the meaning crystal clear for the people listening.
So how do we get there? Let's move to Section 2, preparing for the stage, also known as the before sequence.
Listen, you can't just walk out there cold. Before you even step into the spotlight, you absolutely must warm up. It's a vital 3-step sequence. First up, breath. Take slow, counted inhales and exhales. This tells your brain to chill out and stops your heart from pounding out of your chest. Second, articulation. Hit those tongue twisters, red leather, yellow leather. Get that mouth ready to work. And third, body. Literally shake out that nervous tension and do a quick posture check. Once you're loose, you can find your starting position, lock in your eye line, and make a totally calm, completely intentional entrance.
All right, Section 3, setting the pace, or the during sequence.
So you're actually on stage, all eyes are on you. What now? Just remember one simple acronym to keep yourself grounded: PACE. P is for projection, meaning fill the room. A is for articulation, so hit those crisp consonants so everyone can actually understand you. C is for connection. Keep your eyes on your partner and, actually listen to them. And finally, E is for energy. Make physical and vocal choices that fit the exact moment. The key here? Don't rush it. Commit.
But wait, let me pause and ask you something. How do we actually fill a room without just shouting at people? Because true projection, it isn't yelling. Yelling just strains your voice, and honestly, it just makes you sound angry. Real projection relies on strong breath support coming right from your diaphragm. It's like you're intentionally sending your voice all the way to the back row, rather than just blasting the volume up to 11. Moving on to Section 4, the power of reflection, our after sequence. So, the curtain falls, the applause fades, now we reach the absolute most important part. This is the exact tool that turns a raw experience into a lasting, rock-solid skill: honest feedback. We like to break this down into a glow and a grow. A glow is simply identifying what worked well. Like, maybe you had rock-solid eye contact. Awesome. A grow is identifying what to improve for next time. Maybe you totally rushed your climax. By pinpointing a specific grow, you can set a SMART goal for your next performance. Something like, okay, next time I will pause for 1 full second before my final line. Simple, right?
Let's look at Section 5, real stage examples, and walk through a few mini-narratives of growth.
Let's see how this works in real life with the play The Miracle Worker. So, during practice, the actor playing Annie sounded purely angry on every single line, just constant intensity. The feedback strategy they got? Vary your tactics. She needed to be firm on commands, sure, but gentle when giving encouragement. And the result? Incredible depth completely replaced that one-note shouting. Suddenly, the audience could actually feel the relationship evolving. It was a total game changer.
Or take Hamlet's super famous to be or not to be speech. The actor realized their projection was great, but the actual questions, they sounded totally flat. The reflective fix here was actually super simple. Mark a rising inflection on genuine questions, and just add a 2-count pause right before the line to die, to sleep.
Just a tiny 2-second pause. But that pause lets the thought land. It targets the actual meaning.
Finally, consider a scene from the Diary of Anne Frank. The actor got a peer note that their gaze stayed glued downstage, meaning they completely lost connection with their partner. The adjustment? Planning 3 intentional eye-line beats. Look at the partner, look at the diary, look back at the partner. Doing that instantly sharpens the story and makes you a way more trustworthy, connected scene partner.
All right, our final piece, Section 6, Education and Biblical Morality, specifically the Hero's Mart philosophy.
To wrap up this explainer, let's connect all of this back to our core why. Here is a really powerful truth. Education without morality will hurt. I mean, what is the point of being a brilliantly skilled performer if you're making bad choices that hurt yourself and the people around you? Being super smart or highly skilled but lacking a moral compass? That ultimately just causes pain.
Romans chapter 8 assures peace of mind to everyone who keeps their minds spiritual. And right alongside that, Philippians 2 reminds us to practice humility. So in drama, what does that actually look like? It means using your amazing gifts to serve, not just to show off. It means receiving your glows and your grows with total grace. Aiming for absolute integrity both on stage and off stage is what brings true peace of mind.
So, I want to leave you with this ultimate question. How will you use your performance to serve others today? Because excellence on stage, it isn't about feeding your ego. It's an incredible opportunity to let your hard work be a literal act of love for your audience and for your teammates. So next time you step up to speak, will you just be reciting lines? Or will you be sharing a piece of your soul? Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer. I absolutely cannot wait to see the stories you bring to life.